Guys, these are crazy, man. By far, my favorite shoes in my Rick Owens collection. These are the Rick Owens hiking boots, spring summer 2019. So much to say about these shoes, man. Let's just get this video started. They come in this huge Rick Owens box. This box is bigger than the typical Ramones or GeoBasket box. So this is a GeoBasket box on top of it, just to give you an idea of the size difference. The top corner right here, they're lined up exactly. And as you can see, it's a lot bigger on the side here and on the bottom. So it's a much bigger box. And when we open the box, we have the shoes right there. And you have block laces that come with it as well. You get the tote bag, and then there is the card that tells you a little bit more about the shoes. Let's read this real quick. This product is made from calfskin leather treated with a vegetal tanning in a traditional Tuscan way. The irregular look and color that may occur are inherent to this type of tannage, which is the most natural and environmental friendly tanning method. This type of leather is a pull-up, which means the coloration of this product will change as the undercolor of the leather emerges when the leather is used. Each piece made in this leather will have its own unique characteristics and coloration and should not be considered defect. So the first thing that you'll notice with these shoes when you first see them is that they are huge. They are massive. People think GeoBaskets are big. Man, after having these and wearing these for a while, GeoBaskets don't feel big to me anymore. Like, these are just ridiculous. When I first got them, I bought them online. I had never seen them in person. I just saw them online, the photos, they looked awesome. I'm like, gotta have these. And I was shocked. I was surprised when I first saw them because they really are way bigger than you would expect from seeing it in a photo. I mean, it is Rick Owens, so you expect it to be like a big bulky shoe and very Rick Owens-esque, but these are just insane. They're the biggest boots I've ever seen, I've ever owned, I've ever worn, and that goes for everyone that sees them when you're wearing them too, which is one thing that I love about these shoes, and that has to be stated, is that these are statement shoes. Like, these will get a lot of attention. If you're going out and you're in the mood to be social and to meet people, this is a great option because people will stare, people will ask you about them, people will stop you and ask you about the shoes because they really attract a lot of attention. They are statement shoes for sure. They come with the black and olive laces, and I put the olive laces and it just makes it even more attention grabbing. It's so awesome. They really pop on this. I just love it. I love the black leather with those olive laces. Just looks incredible. This tractor sole, just really awesome. It's really hard to show you just how big these are on camera, but I'm gonna compare it with a few other shoes so that you can get an idea of the size, because that really is, to me, the main characteristic of this shoe. Of course, it's got the big tongue right here and all that kind of stuff that we're used to seeing from Rick Owens. But yeah, the size of this tractor sole, it's like, I'm a 9.5, true to size 9.5. These are a 42, which is a US 9. And the tractor sole extends so far in the back here that it makes it look like I'm wearing like a size, like 2 or 3 sizes bigger than what I actually usually wear, because the tractor sole is just so massive. So let's compare it with a few different shoes so you can get an idea just how big these are. So just to give you a size comparison and some perspective on the size of these shoes, this is a Donald J. Pliner boot that I have that I love as well. And these are pretty big boots. Like, most people would see this and consider them to be pretty big. Like, they're not small, but when you put them next to the Rick Owens one, man, they just dwarf them. They're the same size, they're both 42. And I mean, this one is taller, it's longer, it's just crazy how much bigger it is. I don't know if you can get a good idea on camera of the size difference, but if you saw it in person, the difference is pretty substantial in both the length, the size, the bulkiness, especially on feet. Is just crazy, man. And then the GeoBasket, which you guys know and love, which are also considered a really big, bulky shoe. And again, you put it next to these boots and it just dwarfs them, man. Not as much as the other boots, but still, the GeoBaskets feel small next to these. Like, they're shorter, they're not as long. They're both the same size. They're both a 42, which is a US 9. And man, the GeoBaskets really just feel small, especially on feet too. Again, on feet is crazy, man. When you put these on, they just feel like nothing else because they're so big. And before I got these, I did feel like the GeoBaskets were big. They were one of my biggest shoes. And then I got this, and it's just like everything else feels small now. I mean, most boots just feel tiny. The GeoBaskets don't feel big at all. Like, this is just insane. They're made out of calfskin leather. As you can see, over time, you start getting some wrinkles in the leather, which is pretty normal for this kind of leather. It's pretty cool. It adds some character to it. And the toe box is pretty hard and pretty stiff right here. You shouldn't get any creasing on the toe box itself, but you do get a little bit of creasing right here on the sides. Not a big deal. Looks pretty cool. Again, adds character to it. I like it. The tractor sole does get a little bit scratched up over time. Well, a little bit because I haven't worn these that much yet, but I'm sure after a lot of wear, they'll get pretty scratched up. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or clean that or remove that, but you know, I guess again, it just adds character. But yeah, you do get a little bit of scratching on the tractor sole. And you got the bottom of the tractor sole right there. Again, just a massive, massive shoe. The tractor sole is huge, man. Crazy. It's definitely a heavy shoe, but surprisingly comfortable. Surprisingly for Rick Owens especially, because you know, usually the Rick Owens footwear is not the most comfortable. I mean, the Ramones are the most uncomfortable out of all of them. The mainline Ramones, there's no cushioning on them at all. They're very stiff, very hard. It's a very hard walk. The GeoBaskets are not too bad. These are actually great. I mean, they're heavy, but they're not really uncomfortable. They're pretty cushiony right here. Like, they're not hard like the Ramones. They feel pretty good. The tractor sole isn't too bad to walk on. So comfortability-wise, I love these. Really, really cool. It's just the weight of them. They're a little heavy, but they're very comfortable. They don't bother me at all. I can walk on these for hours and be completely fine. And they have this green leather lining inside. Right here you can see the year they were made, 2019. You have the size 42, made in Italy. And there's that insole right there, green insole with Rick Owens on it. Really, really comfortable, really soft around the back right here. This part right here, it's pretty thick and spongy. So is the tongue. Yeah, really, really comfortable shoe, surprisingly comfortable. I love wearing this shoe. And this shoe also gives you a lot of height because this tractor sole is very, very tall. This probably gives me like around like 2, maybe even 2.5 to 3 inches of height. Like, I feel huge when I wear this. The shoe is huge and it makes you taller. And it's just insane, man. I mean, this shoe, like, definitely my favorite Rick Owens shoe. I would never sell these. They're so awesome, man. When I wear them, I just feel a lot of confidence because of the height that it gives me. And like I said, very attention grabbing. People will be staring. People will be asking questions. So if you're kind of in the mood to not be very talkative or meet people or be stared at or ask questions about your shoes, then definitely don't wear these. But if you're the social kind of guy and you want to meet people and talk to people, these are great shoes to wear because they will be talking to you. And they did make a hiking boot in the 2018 collection, the fall winter 2018, which were very popular. They had like the pentagram lacing system. So they had the tractor sole and they were pretty similar to these, except they had a zipper on the side. The upper was a little bit different. It had a zipper on the side, it had a little tab on the back, and it had that lacing system, which honestly, they were very popular. People seem to love those boots. I didn't love them that much. I didn't like that lacing system too much. That lacing system was just, I don't know, it was just a little too out there for me. I was never really a big fan of that lacing, like that little hook in the front and the lacing going here. It was just kind of weird to me. I didn't really love it. But then when these came out, man, instantly I knew I had to have it. They were so awesome. I love this lacing, so much better, just a more traditional kind of lacing right there. And it's got like GeoBasket elements to it where it has this tab in the front here like the GeoBaskets. It's got the perforations on the toe box. Just really, really cool. I mean, all the elements I love about Rick in a really cool boot. So these were just awesome to me. I like these so much better than the previous hiking boots with that crazy lacing system. And they did also make these with the white sole, which I loved. I really wanted to get the one with the white sole. I just wasn't able to find it. I got this at an end of season sale, so the options were kind of limited. And that was my number one option, was the black and white, because it just makes it stand out and pop so much more when you have that black and white on it. That contrast between the black and the white is just incredible. But Fortunately, I wasn't able to find it in the black and white. So I got the all black, which I love as well. But man, that black and white is just insane. It's so cool. I mean, both of them are really cool. I love these shoes so much. These are awesome. As you guys can tell, like, I'm really, really stoked about these. These are so freaking cool. So that's all I have to say about the shoes for now. Let's just do an on feet for you guys, and then we will wrap up this video. All right, so those are the Rick Owens hiking boots from spring summer 2019. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know in a comment down below what you guys thought of these shoes, what you guys would like to see next on this channel. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. That really helps a lot in growing this channel, and the more this channel grows, the more I'll be able to make more and more videos like this for you. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.